2010, senior year, Sandy Creek High School. Some friends and I got stoned and decided to go to the Fayette Pavilion. And we stopped off at the Walmart because the guys had munchies. It was a friend and I, an old friend. He and I are sitting in the car. He's like, Billy, I gotta piss. Dude, there goes the Walmart. Just go pee. He's like, nah, I can hold it. The other guys come back and they got the biggest bottle of 50-cent juice or soda, whatever, that I have ever seen. It was probably the length of my goddamn car. Anyway, so we're riding behind the buildings, and then this old friend of mine stops the car and he's like, man, I really gotta pee. And everybody else was like, yeah, me too. I'm the only nigga with this common sense sitting in the car. And then in the rear view, I see the cops pulling up, right? It was like dusky, but you could still tell the cop headlights. So I'm like, yo, cops, let's go. So they all pack back in the car, and I'm like, yo, look, he's about to pull us over. Like, you know, park over here at the Tinseltown in the movie theater, and we're gonna act like we're gonna go see a movie. So that's what he does, but the cops pull up behind us. Whoop, whoop. Fuck. So the cop comes over to my side, and he was like, hey, what's going on, guys? Were y'all behind those buildings? I was like, nah, we drove from back there, then we got here. Other than that, that was it. So he was like, yeah, okay. He was like, well, what are y'all doing? I'm like, sir, we're seniors at Sandy Creek High School. This man here is going to Tuskegee. This other man is going. We were all going to separate colleges. I was like the only one staying in state. But I told him I was going to the Army because at the time I was thinking about it. And so he was like, okay, well, any of y'all have ID? We didn't, but the driver did. So he was like, all right, well, let me get your driver's license, sir. Talking to the driver. And he just posted, staring straight, like gripping the hell out of the steering wheel. This man's chocolate complexion, his knuckles were as white as mine, being ashy. So I tapped on him like, yo, your license. He was like, oh. It didn't stare, didn't look at the cop, just handed the license to me to hand to the cop. And then one of the guys in the back says, Billy, you're really good at this. And at the time, obviously it wasn't my first run-in with the police. Not obviously, sadly, alas. Anywho, cop let us go. Yep. And then we all got out, acting like we were gonna go see a movie. We even stood in the line, and as soon as we saw the cop pull off, we ran back to the car. Needless to say, that was the end of that night.